Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Dave from mygunvalues.com, and today with this video we're going to give you an object lesson in something to avoid when you're at an auction or a sale. And this is one where me getting burned hopefully will save you getting burned. I'll unzip the case here, and for those of you who don't recognize it, this is a Remington Model 51. 51 was made they started production in 1918 in the 380 ACP. The 32 ACP was added, references vary. It was added sometime up to and including 1921. The 32 ACP is the rarer model, and this is a 32 ACP. And I'm hoping that in the close-up video here, this is showing up well. Problem came with this. The particular sale that this came from, the guns are always in this kind of deep, dark corner, and that's probably deliberate on their part when you have guns like this. I don't know that. But of course, like all auctions, it's sold, you know, as is, where is. So I purchased this because the bluing on it, if you can see that, the bluing's immaculate, and these grips are phenomenal. And problem was, they don't include the magazine when they're down on the floor. You don't have the magazine with you. So because this one has a magazine safety, meaning the trigger won't pull unless the magazine's in, you know, you don't know that there's a problem with the trigger, or in this case the magazine release, until you get the thing home and go to try it out and realize it won't fire, the trigger won't pull. What I found well, let me back up a second. This is not a gun to take apart for the faint of heart. I have a friend who used to make his living as a gunsmith. He's retired now. And I'm no slouch when it comes to reassembling a gun. And we have 16 hours in this little critter. Neither one of us has ever worked on one, and it still does not work. Unlike the last auction where it was sold as is where is, and they claimed it shot good, this one is going up, I'll be honest about it, and I'll probably take a $300 or $400 bath on this gun because it doesn't shoot good. We're not going to shoot it, but if you have any designs on taking this thing apart, don't. It's one thing to take this apart and clean the barrel and all this out. To get into this, there's a pin right here at the bottom of the grips. You must drive this pin out. This pin also holds the grip safety. And when these grips come off, there are 3 little pins under here holding the works together. And if those pins have enough wear, they're just going to fall out, and all of a sudden you have a pistol laying on the table that you have no idea what goes where. This gun looked really, really good. The bluing's really, really excellent. We got into it, and lo and behold, the internal parts were just hamburger. This gun, somebody took it apart, re-blued it, did not put the magazine disconnect back in, put it back together and ran it through the auction house. And because I'm always on the lookout for new and unusual guns that you don't see real often, you know, I was the lucky stiff who bought it. I think I paid $450 for it. When I go to sell it, you know, if I get 50 or 100 bucks, that's just the way it goes. Sometimes you get burned. So I just wanted you to see this, a short little video on what to avoid. If you can't fully test the firearm out, you don't want to buy it. I'm not saying the auction house did it deliberately, but it certainly was convenient that that's what happened. I will show you, here's all the old parts that we've taken out and changed and replaced, springs and keepers and pins, and this is the magazine disconnect, and it still does not work properly. So just a short little video on what to avoid. Buyer beware. If you can't try the gun out and it's an old antique gun, just pass on it, because if you're not careful, you end up with what I got, which is about a $350 bath on this thing. So something I should mention before we let you go, the production on these continued till 1928 for sure. It is believed they made pistols up out of leftover parts up till 1934. At that point, Remington got out of the handgun business and didn't make another handgun again until 2008, 2009, when they got back into the 1911s. So, you know, just be careful with these. If these don't function, you know, if you have to take this thing to a gunsmith, you're going to be looking at a substantial bill, because I have a hard time believing there's any gunsmiths out there that work on a lot of these and are real familiar with them. If there is, man, I'd love to hear from you. But this thing's going to go to the auction the first week of October, and we'll get something else in here and show you something shooting, hopefully. For now, I'm going to thank you for watching. You know, if you have something you want to see, check us out, email us on our website, or you can contact us, you know, shoot us a comment here on YouTube, and we'll do our best to accommodate you. Thanks for watching.